Hello friends, this is Nirmal here for Technique, and in this video we're going to share some of the tips and tricks you can do on the Lenovo Vibe K4 Note. So the K4 Note runs Android 5.1.1 Lollipop along with a custom Vibe UI. So the Vibe UI has gone for some changes, and now we have this default UI with an app drawer which was not found on previous Vibe UI. So now we have an app drawer very similar to the stock Android experience. So now we'll share some of the tips and tricks you can do on this device. So if you scroll down from the top, we have this notification center. This is a custom notification center, and here we can do lot of customizations. So if you press this icon here, we have this option to drag and rearrange the notification bar. So if you don't want a particular icon, say for example if I don't want a screenshot, I can just press and hold and drag it here. So if you drag it down, basically you need to fill up almost 10 icons here. So you can drag and drop some other icon which you want on the notification bar, and once you are done that, you can revert it back, and that will be configured as the default notification access. So you can see number of columns can be also rearranged. You can see we can have 4 columns or even smaller notification center. That means only 6 of the icons will be available. If you go for 5, it will be 5 by 2. That will be 10 icons will be available along with the default Wi-Fi, data and Bluetooth. So these are the options here. So you can see the notification bar access. You can display the current network speed. So if you turn on this, you can see the network speed, then wireless connection status, and other options are also there. So this is how you configure the notification center. Now in the notification center we have this super power mode. So that is if you click on this, you get additional power. That's option available in a lot of Lenovo devices. So super power saving mode, if you are running out of battery, this is a very good option to get more battery. Now if you press and hold the home button, we have these 4 options. The wallpaper and widgets we are not going to explain, that is self-explanatory. Now if you go to the preferences, so here we can see the default launcher. So the default launcher is the Android one. Now if you also have the option to choose the default Vibe UI, so which we found on the A6000 and A7000. So if you click that, you can see this is the default Vibe UI which we have been familiar with. So you can go back to the Vibe UI if you want from this option. So just press and hold anywhere on the home screen, and you can see this preferences. If you go here, you can just come back to Android anytime if you want. So that's the option. So apart from that, you also have the home screen carousel scrolling, and then home screen settings. You have the transition animation, wallpaper scrolling, and even for the app drawer you have this transition animation sorting. How do you want to sort the apps? You can sort by the title, launch count, and the install time. So these are the options to customize. You can also back up and recover the settings for this default launcher. So that's another useful option. Now let's go back to the settings. So if you open the settings, we can see the default set of options. You can see there is NFC. So NFC is not included on most of the budget smartphones. So Vibe K4 Note is one of the few devices which offer NFC at this price point, and you might be already knowing, if you turn this off, if you have an NFC tag configured, you can just tap the device on the NFC tag and perform certain actions. So that's the option here. Now if you scroll down, we have this display option. So under display you can see the display color balance. So if you click here, you can select the display color mode. Again, color balance can be selected, default mode, comfort mode. You can have custom mode with tone, saturation, and other options selected, and you can come back to default mode anytime. There's also smart brightness technology. Judges when this phone is in hard light environment and starts smart brightness mode. So that also option is also available here. So that's a display color balance. Apart from that, you can see a menu key for the recent task list. So this is selected by default. This means when you select the menu key, you can see the apps running in the background. Now if you don't want that option, you can just uncheck this, and now if you see if you go to the home screen, you can see this will bring you the preferences menu. That's how you change that. That's the option if you don't want the menu key to show the app running apps. So that's available option. Then you also have high sensitivity touch. So if you enable this, it will enable high sensitivity touch while using the gloves mode. So if you are using gloves in an environment, you need to enable the high sensitivity touch. So that's the option. Now let's go back to the next option. So if we have this lock screen, we have this pocket dial prevention mode. So if you have accidentally kept the phone in the pocket, So this phone will detect the proximity sensor and avoid calls while the phone is in the pocket. So that's the pocket prevention mode. Then if you scroll down, we have this notification center. So we already discussed about this. We can see the network speed, the wireless connection access status, and also display battery indicator. So right now it's graphical. You can switch to percentage as well. So those options are available. Then if you go to the feature, we have additional set of options like quick snap. Double press any of the volume keys while the screen is off to snap a picture. So you can see, we'll just show you. So you can see here we have double press and the capture is taken. So that's the option called quick snap. Then knock light, that is double tap to wake. We have seen on many of the devices. Then we have white touch, flip to sleep, fingerprint gesture to take carry out a quick operation by touching the fingerprint scanner. So you can see here, tap fingerprint what you want to do. That means you can go back to the home screen, and if you press and hold the fingerprint, what you want to do, multitasking, or go back to the home screen. So you can also use the fingerprint to take a photo. That also option is also available. So that's another useful option available in the Vibe K4 Note. Now if you go down, you have this permission control. You can select the apps and the permission levels of whatever is available. Then you have secure zone management. We already talked about this. This is creating a secure zone in your phone, which has totally different access. This does not have the default access, and you can create data isolation and sharing using this secure zone. So that we already explained in our previous videos. So that option is also available here. Then in fingerprint scanner, we have the option to configure the fingerprint scanner here. So let's just show you that option. So we already created a video on how to set up fingerprint scanner, and you can use the fingerprint scanner to unlock the device. So you can add 2 fingerprints, that's the maximum available, and you can use the fingerprint to unlock the device. Now if you go to the power manager, we have this battery saving mode that is available here. You can also enable ultra power saver mode, which we showed from the notification center as well. That's a super power mode. Then you can also see the power consumption details and see which all apps are taking up the battery the most. And then in the storage, we also showed you how to set the default write disk as the SD card, and then you can install apps directly to the SD card and also move apps directly to the SD card. So that option we have already shown. And this phone also supports USB OTG out of the box, so you can connect your pen drives and get and access other computer peripherals from this device. Then we have the default set of options like backup and reset, users and accessibility. So these are some of the tips and tricks you can perform on the Vibe K4 Note. So there are lots of changes with Vibe UI. We have this Android style app drawer with app drawer which has a look and feel of the stock Android. So these are some of the tips and tricks you can do on the Vibe K4 Note. So hope you like this video. Don't forget to hit the like button and also subscribe to YouTube channel for more videos. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.